I want to show you something powerful that most Nigerian business owners do not pay attention to. You see, it is just one habit, five variations, the same mistake. But when you put all this together, it costs between 600,000 and 1.2 million naira every time. And you might be wondering, what? And these mistakes has nothing to do about bad products, not about competition, not even about the economy. It is different. Now, the most painful part about this bad habit, which I say it is one habit, but with five variations, it has become so much ingrained that many business owners do not even look at it anymore. They found it has been normal, has been part of business. So they don't worry so much. But at the end of this video, I'm going to show you how to identify these five variations of that one single habit that is making you lose money and how you can effectively correct this mistake. So if you're ready, I am ready. Let's go. Now, before we go deep into it, I want to explain something to you. Now, there's a difference between money leaks and business failure. You know, when it comes to failure, it happens. You see it, you know why. But when it comes to leak, it happens gradually. You're not even paying attention. It happens little by little, drip by drip. And after months or years, it becomes so big that the business fails. So, but leak, the one I'm talking about now, is on a gradual. In fact, when it happens, you are not even paying attention to it because you never know what it is. So now let us look at these five habits. One, leak number one. Now let me call it leaks. Leak number one, no customer records. I see this happen in so many ways, in so many businesses. So now let me explain what I mean. In most cases, when people come to a particular business to buy things, so what happens is the person pays, he collects whatever he has paid for, but there is no relationship whatsoever. The person just walks out. So every customer who buys from you and walks away without you having their record is a loss of customer. Because how do you follow up on a customer you don't even have their contact? How do you send a broadcast to them? How do you tell them maybe you have new product or new services or something that can improve them? And when they don't come back to visit, all right, there is a naira calculation to it. So let me give you a naira calculation. So let's say you have 30 regular customers per week, all right, and you have no contact details about them. So let's assume that on an average, each customer is around 30,000 naira. So that means 30 customers multiplied by 5,000 naira, then multiply that by 4 weeks, which is in a month, will give you 600,000 naira in lost transaction because you never reach out to them again. More. Now, even if 20% of them would respond to, let's say, a broadcast or a message you send, that would be an extra 120,000 naira a month collected. And if you now look at that over a year, you would have made 1,440,000 naira every year just from one existing habit. Now, this is what I want you to do about this leak. One is get a notebook, all right? A notebook. And what you need in a notebook, if you cannot use a notebook, you use any software. But what you need is name, WhatsApp number, what they bought, and the date that they buy it. Now, after every sale that happens in your business, all right, you can ask. But you can say, okay, if they buy up to a particular X amount of product, then you can now give them an offer to join, yes, your private club. So you can just tell them, I keep a private list of my best customers every Friday. I send them one deal before anyone else sees it. Last Friday, it sold out in 90 minutes before I even open up. So you cannot ask them, can I add your number to this? Now, that question works because if you do not ask for that favor and give them that offer, There is no difference. They'll just buy and go. But this time around, you are asking them, you are giving them that offer. In most cases, they are going to say yes. So leak number 2 is no follow-up and inquiries. Some people have the contact. When they make sales, they have the contact and they keep the contact. But the second leak that they don't do is that they don't send a follow-up. Now, and this can also happen in another format. Say, for example, somebody sent you a message. They make an inquiry about your product or they make an inquiry about your service. But when you don't follow up on them, then they become a dead list. That is money waiting in your messages. Now, and every businesses have this. Anytime I look at businesses and I look at their messages, I always see this there. Now, if you get 20 inquiries per week, all right, and you convert 5, you get 20 inquiries per week, and you're able to convert 5 of them to paying customers. The other 15, what happened? They go quiet. Now, let's look at the 15 that you did not follow up with. 15 leads. Let's say they buy around 20,000 naira worth of product from you on an average sale. In 4 weeks, you've lost 1.2 million naira every month. That is money walking out of your business. And why? Because you did not follow up with them. Not because they said no, because they said nothing. And because you assume they said nothing, you feel like, oh, nothing means they're not interested. And it's just that they got busy, right? They got busy with life happens, and they just do not forget, they just forgot about it. So what I want you to do is this: send what I'm going to say now, all right, as something private for the last 60 days. I'm going to drop the, I'm going to give you these scripts in the description below. I'll leave the scripts there so that you can have an access to it and be able to, all right, send it to your customers. Excuse me. Send this to your customers. So you can just say, hi, you mention your name. Hope you're well. I know life gets busy and I'm just checking on you. Are you still looking for that product that you want to sell? Are you still looking for that service that you discussed with them last time? Say, I have something this week and I think it will be exactly what you want. No pressure at all. I just did not want you to miss it. Now, that message is one. It's not desperate. It gives them the reason for them to engage with you without making them feel guilty or going quiet. I've seen many businesses recover between 80,000 to 200,000 in one afternoon from sending that message to just 20 people. Now, the leak number 3 is this: discounting too quickly. Now, this is a very big problem. Customer says your price is too high. You immediately reduce it. That's what people happen. They say, oh, what you're selling is too high. And the next thing is, okay, let me reduce it for you. No, you think you've just saved a sale. Is that not? But you did not save any sale. What you are doing is that you are training them that anytime you offer them a price, they should discount it. So what you're telling them is, anytime you are telling them that this is the amount of, for whatever reason that you're selling, they should push down your price. And you are telling them that your prices are not real, that your prices are not that thing that they want from you. And that training is going to be permanent. And that is something you don't want. You don't want your client to assume that whatever it is that you're doing with you, that the prices are not what it's supposed to be. Now, I understand, but you can whenever somebody says your price is high, say, I understand, then you now ask, compared to what? Those 4 words shift the entire conversation. It's not forcing them to give you an alternative, but you want to now break further. So anytime you hear that word, that your price is high, say, I understand, but compared to what? So this can help you get over the negotiation. Now, leak number 4, no upsell at checkout. No upsell at checkout. Now, customers are buying and about to pay, and they're about to complete the transaction. They leave. And I see this happen in a lot of eatery services that knows what you're doing. You know, when you buy something from them, they'll ask whether you want X and Y with it. Now, every transaction in your business that you can add an upsell to it, it makes you to make money. You will not lose any money because you can add upsell to it. Now, this is the math. If you have 500 naira additional item, multiply by 20 customers every day. If you do that for 25 working days, that will give you an extra 250,000 naira every month. So from one sentence at checkout, just from one sentence at checkout, most people also get, for example, somebody want to buy something from you and you say, okay, anytime somebody buys it, they always get this at XY amount. Okay, can I add it to your product? Can I add it to your service? That sentence, every checkout, nothing else changes, but it can mean more money to you. Now, let's now go to leak number 5, which is the last leak. Customer buys, but you say thank you and silence. That one is also not good because it's going to cost 5 times more to acquire new customers than it will cost you to keep the existing one. But what I see is that most businesses will rather continue to spend 100% on marketing, on bringing new customers, on acquiring new customers, spending more instead of spending less to keep the customers. Now, this is what I want you to do. 2 weeks after anyone have purchased something from you, send this to them. I'm going to also put this in the description. Hi, it's Joy, or it's your name from your business. Just checking whether everything you bought last time is perfect for you. We have something new this week, and I think you will love it. Can I share it with you? One message that will reopen relationship costs you nothing. It costs you nothing. Now, let us look at all these 5 leaks that I've mentioned and combine everything together. So let's look at how the 5 mistakes that I mentioned, if I combine it together, what it might likely be costing you. Now, this is what it might be costing you. Leak 1, no customer, no records, might be costing you about 1,440,000 per year. Sometime per month, let's just say per year. All right, no follow-up can cost you about 14 million. If you don't follow up, can cost you about 14 million every year. And discounting your product, immediately somebody says it's expensive, will cost you 15% average revenue loss, because you are quick to say, oh, because I don't want to lose the customer, let me bring down the price. And leak number 4 will cost you, that is no upsell, can cost you say about 3 million naira per year. And if you don't retain them, keep them, that cost is is huge. Conservatively, all these leaks that I've mentioned will be costing you between 4 million to 6 million naira every year. Not from new customers, not from advertising, not from new location. But if you can just fix this habit inside your business, the business you already have, that is the opportunity sitting in front of you as a business owner. Watching this video now. Now, here is what I want you to do. Here is what I want you to do before we end this video is look at all these 5 leaks I've mentioned. The leak 1, leak 2, leak 3, leak 4, leak 5. Just one of them. Pick one of them that you want to start honestly, that you want to start working on. Which one of them is affecting your business the most? And fix it completely before next week, Wednesday. You remember that I always have this video every Wednesday. So come back to this video, scroll to the comment section and type in what you have fixed or the problem that you see that is affecting your business. I'll read every comment personally and I'll react back to your comment. So are you ready to fix it? Now, this is what I want to promise you. For the next 6 months, I'll be sharing one thing every week on this channel. that will help every business owner. And you, for what you have seen so far, I'm going to be adding the naira value, the naira corresponding to it, because the next video is a real case study that I'm going to show you of a shop owner in Surulere who was losing 300,000 naira every month and is not aware of it. Just one system, one afternoon, everything changed. Do you want to know it? Click on the subscribe button and click on the notification bell so that you don't miss it when it is out. Thank you. My name is Joy Akinlulu. I'll be looking forward to you reading your comments below.